So, to a really quick experiment, if you take a look at this, which of these three items caught your eye first? And I think for most of you, the answer is obviously the visual. And there's obviously both science behind that, but also the fact that essentially we know multimedia grabs attention very differently, and it drives discovery. So from our own data that we've tracked at PR Newswire across a very wide spectrum of all of this content we generate, as I'd mentioned earlier at the beginning, we're issuing roughly about 400,000 pieces of content every year. So we've got a rich set of data from which to draw conclusions. But we know that essentially engagement, the number of times somebody views that content, gets increasingly higher as you add different multimedia elements. So compared to a baseline of text-only content, when you add a visual asset like a photograph or a logo, or you add multiple media elements, or ideally video, and then you couple that with a campaign microsite, now you're in a place where the difference in the number of customers who want to engage with that content, assuming it's high quality, is radical. It's stark. So this basically should be a loud and clear call to action to anybody who's in our industry to say the only way to be communicating is really through visual elements and not with text-only content. And I think that's most apparent for those of you that are in the 20-something generation or friends or relatives or children, etc. You know that their primary mode of consumption of information is really mostly visual. So we're really moving into a world where the only way to drag and grab that attention that you're seeking on behalf of your brand is really through the use of multimedia and visual elements.